Wind power, one of the most helpful energy resources on the entire planet.
Why, you may ask? Well, we can tell you that. Wind energy gives us the power to use things like the stove or a rechargeable phone, too. Even your TV.
Wind power is an extremely helpful source of energy, not only because of the fact that it gives a lot of electricity, but also because of how renewable it is and the fact that it does not pollute.
Wind is such a renewable resource because wind is created by the sun. So as long as the sun still shines bright, wind power can still be used.
Wind also does not pollute because it isn't sending dangerous emissions into our atmosphere. It literally just uses wind to create the energy.
Wind power is an extremely good energy source and very easy to harness. If we were to take the entire wind supply and have wind farms for it, it could harness 20 times the power the entire world needs.
What creates the energy, though? Well, that's a good question. Wind power is harnessed through wind turbines, and the generator inside creates energy as the turbines spin from the wind pushing it to rotate.
Wind turbines are also very unappealing to many people. It interferes with the skyline and people become upset with how the view from their house looks. So imagine if there was a wind turbine in the middle of these woods. I mean, they aren't very appealing at the moment, but in the summer they are very pretty. And if there was a wind turbine in the middle of it, it would really interfere with how it looked.
Wind turbines consist of blades that rotate in a circular rotation. And because of this, many birds will fly through into it and get killed by it.
Bird.
Ah!
Dead bird.
Throughout the year, about 10,000 to 40,000 birds get killed by wind turbines.
Over time, the amount of complaints revolving around how loud wind turbines are have drastically increased.
People who live near them have trouble sleeping and concentrating. Also, the energy that's not used that day cannot be stored for later use. You can only use the energy in the moment as you get it. It cannot be stored for later.
Along with all that, wind energy only powers things that are used from electricity. For example, fireplaces, you can provide heat from that without having to use wind energy. Or hot water, you don't need electricity for that. So wind energy doesn't supply everything.
Wind energy is also extremely inconsistent. It is based off of how much wind is produced that day. So if not a lot of wind is produced during a whole day, then not a lot of electricity is produced. So not many people will get electricity throughout the day if there isn't wind.
And you will never really know how much energy can be produced that day.
Overall, wind energy is a really great resource for electricity. It doesn't pollute and it is a very renewable resource, but like all other energy resources, it has its cons.
Wind energy is very noisy and unappealing. It interferes with the beauty that nature provides us with. It's also very inconsistent and unpredictable. You never know how much energy is actually produced. You also cannot store this energy, and wildlife, like birds, can be endangered from it.
In the end, would you use wind energy? We would. It's quite a good resource for energy. Wind power, one of the most helpful resources on the entire planet.
Why, you may ask? Well, we can tell you that. Wind energy gives us the power to use things like the stove or a rechargeable phone too, even your TV.
Wind power is an extremely helpful source of energy, not because of the fact it gives a lot of electricity, but also because of how renewable it is and the fact that it does not pollute.
Wind is such a renewable resource because wind is created by the sun, so as long as the sun still shines bright, wind power can still be used.
Wind also does not pollute because it doesn't do anything dangerous like send emissions into the atmosphere. It literally just Wind energy, one of the most helpful resources on the entire planet.
Why, you may ask? Well, we can tell you that. Wind energy gives us the power to use things like the stove or a rechargeable phone. 2. Even your TV.
Oh, you suck. Eyesight's getting the best of me.
Let's do. Wind turbines are also. I forgot! I didn't know!
Look at the deer!
The deer!
Oh my gosh!
4!
4, holy crap.
It's like family. 5!
A flock of deer.